What up? It's your boys again. Sixth episode. I think I'm accurate this time. I'm Aaron, the carne asada. Joining me today, my partner as always, the corned beef himself, Rory.
The Tater Man.
Welcome to the Spick and the Mick, boys. So how you been, man?
I've been good, dude. How are you?
I've been good. I had those trip to Laughlin and all that shit.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
It was weird, dude. We stayed at a casino, and I'm not a casino guy whatsoever.
I got you.
And it was just very strange.
You just don't like gamble?
Yeah, and I guess I don't even like leaving the fucking house because I hate gambling, but I would leave the hotel room, and I would go downstairs, right? Because you have to go to the lobby to exit the fucking building, anyways.
Yeah.
And all you see is these old people, dude, just ripping darts. They all just look fucking miserable in their hover chairs.
Well, yeah, all they're doing is fucking just gambling away their retirement.
Yeah, and like zombies, dude. Like it's like a little kid, a little kid on a tablet. There's all the colors, like fucking Candy Crush or something. They're just shing Candy Crush. Oh look, I won 25 cents. Over and over again. Oh, it's out now.
Oh, I win 25 cents after I put in 100 fucking bucks.
Yeah, dude. It was ridiculous. Wow. One of the cool things though was me and my girlfriend went out the first night, right?
Okay, yeah.
Fucking drove 5 hours from Gallup to there.
Oh, jeez.
She's like, yeah, let's go check out the casino. And it's a pretty nice casino. It was called Riverside or whatever. And we go, we're adventuring around. There's like a nightclub, a karaoke bar, a sports betting bar, a movie theater, and a gift shop.
What the fuck?
So we get dressed up and we're like, well, let's go get some drinks and then we'll see what we want to do. So we get a couple drinks, shoot the shit with a bartender, and then we're like, well, let's go check out the club. And I also hate clubbing, dude. I'm not a club guy. Because, I can't dance unless I'm absolutely faded.
Yeah.
Or I just have to, I get two in my head. Nobody's watching you. Nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, what if people see me looking all retarded right now? But that's not the case. So we go to the club, and we go to the top floor, and we're, people watching. And you see this old dude. He's probably, 50, long, gray beard. And he's just dancing, barely, dude. Barely fucking moving his body. It looks like he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, just a fucking zombie.
And we're peeking over the balcony like this. And all of a sudden, the biggest set of tits I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. It didn't even compute at first. I was like, what the fuck? They just go into the scene. So I'm looking down, tits go out like this. I'm like, what the fuck? And it takes me a second to snap to it. And I'm like, honey, look at these tits. So now she's looking at the tits.
Hey, my girlfriend of mine, look at these fucking huge calcium cannons I'm looking at, dude.
We're both fucking flabbergasted by these heavies, dude. And she looked younger, maybe 30s.
Yeah.
And very small frame. But you could tell these were big old naturals, dude. And there was so much mass to these tits. They stuck out the sides of her body.
Yeah. She, and this is going to sound offensive to a lot of people, but was she overweight?
No.
Really?
That was the crazy part. She had a completely average build,
Because in all fairness, overweight women tend to have bigger titties.
See, that's what you would think. With big naturals, I think of a curvy Puerto Rican or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? This was just some white chick with the fucking biggest cans you've ever seen.
That's wild.
And we're staring at these mommy milkers, and we realize she's dancing with the guy that doesn't even want to dance, the 50-year-old, right? And I'm like, what the fuck?
Sugar daddy?
It still doesn't compute. We still have no idea, right? And she's like, maybe they're dating. And I'm like, fuck no, they're not dating. You think those tits would date that dude? He can't even dance. Obviously, her and her friend love to dance. So then we're like, I still hate clubbing. Not drunk yet. We go to the karaoke bar, and we go and we sit at the bar. Literally, every single person there except for us and a bartender was over 70 years old, dude.
What the
So
hell?
there's they're like singing fucking 60s classic, 60s contemporary, and we're just sitting at the bar, and like we're at the corner of the bar, and a couple seats down, there's this older dude, and we end up meeting him. He's cool as fuck, dude. But at first he's like worried, like the way he talks. He's like, "Are y'all like snowflakes?" He thought we were like super woke or something.
Oh,
and I was like,
as older people tend to do with younger people
like,
nowadays.
We're woke, like for social rights, but we'll still say retarded, you know, like, like just talk however you want to talk. We have his whole life story, dude. We sit with him for like an hour and a half. I'm just like pounding shots of JMO and, you know, chilling with this dude.
Yeah. Going
back and forth. He shows us some trick. He's like, he gets a towel, a napkin, and he's like, "Have you ever seen this before?" And me and Maya are like, "No, what?" And he rolls it up, and he twists it, and he's doing all these things, and he's like, "You do like this, and like this, and like this." I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was going to be a magic trick for sure, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, then when that's done, you just twist this part right here. And he made a rose out of a napkin.
Oh, what the fuck?
And it looked sick. And I was like, is this how you used to get pussy in the 70s? And he just started laughing, dude. He was like, hell yeah. And then the bartender comes over, like there was a shift change. And we start telling the old guy about the tits, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, is she a like younger lady, like 30s? We're like, yeah.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Curly hair? Yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, she's always here.
Okay.
And then the bartender's like, what's that girl's name? The bartender knows. Everybody in this fucking casino that's a regular, they know about the tits. And then they're like, yeah, she's dating this really nice dude with a beard.
Oh, so shit. Totally so your girlfriend was right.
Yeah, she was right, dude.
Oh, damn.
And then we, like, by that time, I was getting pretty faded from taking all the shots. We go out there, dude. We dance for like an hour and a half. Basically, we shut the club down, went back to our room, crash out. I wake up, dude, and I am sore as fuck.
Just like,
and
your fucking limbs aren't used to that
anymore? Yeah, not dancing. Like, I lift. I don't fucking dance. You know, I'm not using those muscles, you know? And, yeah, then I had to do a bunch of activities for 5 days. And I found out my girlfriend was making fun of me because, like, she's like, how the fuck do you lift 5 times a week? But walking fucks you up. My knees were all fucked up, dude. I'm like, I'm too heavy.
Do you work on legs?
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't go for fucking walks. I stay inside and I do cardio on a machine.
That's fair. That's fair.
Outside? Fuck that shit, dude. Yeah, I want fluorescent lighting forever.
Yeah. Well, also, every time I think I'm gonna, like, go outside and do some running or walking or fucking jogging, I'm just always like, bro, fucking people in their cars are just gonna look at my fat ass and be like, look at that guy. Well, I just don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. If I see, like, a fat dude, like, my build or bigger, if they're too big, I'm like, this is fucking amazing. But if they're my build or bigger and they're running, I'm just like, fucking go for him. Like, I'm a bitch. Why ain't I out there running, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this guy's fucking putting in work. I start thinking about David Goggins' quote. I'm like, fucking get the fuck up, bitch. Who's gonna carry the boats? But yeah, coming from Grants, like, I used to run over there. But in Grants, there's mountains every fucking direction, you know?
Yeah,
and
a lot of hiking
I would, like, ride my bike, too. You don't have to worry about fucking cars in Grants. You get on a residential, and there's one car that goes 25 miles an hour the whole time. And you just fucking go around them, and they flip you off, because everybody in Grants is a dick. But yeah, dude, fuck going outside. I think I might be agoraphobic a little bit, dude.
Agoraphobic?
Yeah, like the only time, like I was afraid you leave your house.
Okay.
No, I'm not fucking around. Don't laugh at my despair.
Oh, I'm afraid to fucking leave my house.
Well, see, the only time... Fuck you, Rory. The only time I enjoy leaving my house is if... It's fucking nice in here, okay? I got everything I need, dude.
I'm fucking scared to leave my fucking...
It's not that I'm scared, you fuck. It's just not comfortable.
You fucking just said that.
I know.
Oh my god.
Well, I think that's the true definition. I don't like leaving my fucking house, dude. I go to work, which is right across the street.
Oh my God.
I go to the grocery store a few times a week. Hate that. And then every other time I leave, I'm either leaving to go eat at a nice restaurant or get fucked up.
Okay.
And by the time you get fucked up, you're like, fucking outside's the best. I never want to go back to my house.
Okay.
But if I'm just sober living, oh my, fucking scary out there, dude. Take the dog to the park, but I ain't going any further.
Oh my God. That's pretty good, dude. I've never fucking heard of that.
I think the first time I heard about it was from a fucking Incubus song. Like, is
Incubus?
Yeah, like
they look like some motherfuckers that wouldn't like to go outside.
I don't know what those motherfuckers like to do, dude. Yeah, I was like as a teen listening to them, I was like, what the fuck is agoraphobia? Googling. And you're like, oh shit, I don't like going outside either.
It doesn't sound like it should be what it means. It sounds like you're afraid of like blood and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when you hear phobia, you think of like all the phobias, you know, where it's like, it's usually extreme. Yeah. But I just get outside and I'm like, I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, so it's the same as being homophobic. Like, you fucking, you know, gays just make you uncomfortable. You're not scared of them.
I guess you could draw that comparison.
Look, man.
You're like, actually...
In a sense of, like, being scared versus being uncomfortable, that's literally the same thing, except it's just not wanting to go outside.
Yeah. But, yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe they need to change some words around.
Yeah.
Because agoraphobia and homophobia, exact same thing.
Yeah.
No,
see? No, that's like, exactly what I'm saying. Yeah,
I see what you're saying, but like, the word phobia is what fucks it up, right? Because like you think of like homophobia, you're like, this dude's secretly gay and he makes him uncomfortable to be around gays because blah blah blah, or like he was just raised shitty and like, he's a dickhead.
Well, we're a famous podcast. Let's be the platform to come up with a new word for shit that just makes you uncomfortable.
I don't know Latin, dude. I don't know root words.
I don't know either.
But like, we're not the right podcast for this, bro. We need like a fucking a doctor.
Someone out there who has couple of autistic guys on their podcast make up a new word for shit that makes you uncomfortable.
You major in linguistics, hit us up. But yeah, arachnophobia. Like when I think of that, like
I have arachnophobia big. Fucking terrified of spiders.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking hate spiders.
Like how bad? Like if you see one, you'll just leave?
If there was like a fucking daddy long leg even just like chilling right here, I wouldn't want to fucking sit right here. I'd be so fucking scared of it. I'd be like, oh fuck that shit, dude. Get that fucking thing away from me.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody really likes spiders except for there's strange people.
No, shit.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll cut that out. She does like spiders.
She does, and she picks them up, dude, and like carries them outside. I'm like, no.
See, that's insane.
Just kill it.
Like,
just kill it.
If it's in my immediate space, smash, bitch. I'll use my bare hand because like I don't want you crawling on me. But if I'm just seeing it like on a wall or something, I'll fucking get like a cup and throw them out.
See, I can't even do that. I can't even get near a spider because in my head, every fucking thing that could go wrong plays in my head. Like, it'll just fucking fall on me or it'll jump at me even though they can't fucking jump. So the only spider I've ever actually not been afraid of is the little tiny jumping spiders.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking adorable.
And that's crazy because their movement, I figure, would freak you out because they're so fast.
It's not... See, the movement doesn't freak me out because the whole thing with, like, spiders and moving and shit is they would, like, move towards me. But with the jumping spider, I wouldn't mind that because... Fucking adorable. Have you ever seen those fucking things? They're fucking cute as shit.
Like, because, you know, they're like furry. They're like cool colored.
Yeah, and then they have like little big ass fucking eyes.
Yeah, they are pretty cute. What about like a tarantula?
Fuck tarantulas. Fuck tarantulas, dude.
Really? They're super slow though.
I don't give a fuck. They could be fucking a mile away and slow as fuck, and I still wouldn't like them.
Dude, this one, like, I don't mind them. I'm not gonna hold them. I'll fucking hold a snake all day, but I'm not gonna...
Oh, yeah, snakes? Perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold a fucking tarantula. But
Nope.
this fucking weird dude from Grants, who was a few years older than us, kind of incel-y, might be a school shooter. Who knows? But,
okay.
used to go to his house to smoke weed and whatever, and one time he had a tarantula, and, like, he pulls it out and plays with it or whatever, and you start getting apprehensive, like, man, I'm cool with tarantulas, but don't put your tarantula next to me.
Yeah, dude, I hate that shit.
And he would put the fucking tarantula in his mouth, dude. In his mouth.
Nope.
And then just let it crawl out.
Nah, fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah.
See, the thing is when I get scared, I get immediately fucking pissed. I'm fucking mad as fuck. And
threat level red.
Yeah, no, my girlfriend's seen it first fucking hand. We fucking went to Washington a little while ago, and from Pullman to this place called Leavenworth, you have to go on top of this mountain. And I mean on top, it's at the very top. You're in the fucking clouds. You're driving through fucking clouds. That's how high you are.
Yeah.
And she was like, why are you freaking out so bad? And I'm like, I'm terrified of fucking heights. What do you mean? And she, like, anything she would do that would keep her fucking eyes from just forward, I'd be like, look at the fucking road. Look at the fucking road, dude. I'm not fucking around. Like, I was fucking close to tears, dude.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't fucking like being up here. Just fucking, I'm gonna fucking lay down. Just tell me when we're fucking there or when we're coming down the fucking mountain.
I have a big problem with, like, driving. Well, not driving, but sitting passenger. Because I like being in control. So I volunteer to drive everywhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's fucking exhausting. But then I look at the, like, person who would be driving. I feel like fucking Rogan. Put the fucking mic closer to your face, dude. Every time, like, somebody's like, I'll drive. I'm like, okay. If it's in town, I'm fine. Long trips, I just sit there and I just stay super alert, like, looking, making sure we're defensive. There's no cars just gonna kill us out of nowhere. But I have two separate best friends that are one childhood friend to this day. He, one of the worst drivers of all time. Not because, like, I don't even think necessarily he's bad at the act of it, but he doesn't pay attention for shit, dude. Yeah,
and
he'll just, like,
that's
play,
the biggest thing.
He'll, like, play on his phone, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, we just fucking ran a red light. Like, we're gonna fucking die, bro.
Hey, bro, you just fucking hit that lady.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, meh.
One time we hit a trash can for fun.
For fun?
On Thanksgiving, too, so that motherfucker was full, and we didn't even know. It was me, him, and another friend.
Oh, you fucking just ruined
I know. We were in an undisclosed location. I know. We were all hammered, though. And we're driving back to our other friend's house, and we're, like, fucking blasting metal or whatever, getting all pumped. Yeah. I'm like, oh, god damn it, now I have to censor that. I'm like, dude, hit the fucking trash can. Do it. And the other dude in the car is like, don't fucking do it. Don't do it, dude. And we're like driving fucking 40 on this residential.
Oh,
and we didn't notice that the whole time there's some dude on his porch smoking a cigarette, right? And god damn it, I did it again. The dude, he goes, swipes a little bit, and his fucking front of his bumper on his truck just nails this trash can, dude. And it just tumbles over, explodes into Thanksgiving trash. And our other friend was just like this. He's like, god damn it, now we have to go hide your fucking truck, dude. And we're just like, punk rock! A bunch of fucking idiots, dude. Idiots.
Oh my god, man.
I'm so glad we're not dead.
Jesus.
The other friend is just naturally a bad driver. She fucking sucks at driving, bro. It's terrifying.
Well, listen to what you're saying. You're saying she.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Good point. I'm sure there's a few professional women drivers out there, right? I'm not an incel,
don't worry.
Yeah.
I just like... Stereotypes are the best form of comedy.
Yeah. Well, they're fun, for sure.
They are fun.
one of our coworkers seen one of our old coworkers, gave him a hug, and he was like, who was a black man. He's like, you smell like a burrito. Did you go get burritos? And the black dude's like, nah. And then we just started laughing, and I'm like, dude, we're going to make a new stereotype that black people smell like burritos.
No, I tell you what, though.
Oh, dude, you're about to get us canceled. What are you... I'll tell you.
It's okay. It's okay. My ex is black, so all right. And I kid you not, been to her house many times. And this is for almost every black person I've met.
Okay.
Smell just like cocoa butter.
Oh yeah, well that's a given, dude.
Yeah, but like you would think that at least one black person would just not smell like cocoa butter, but it's every one of them.
I bet you like if they're adopted, right?
Yeah.
Like by white people that don't know how to like care. Because, like...
care for their hair and their skin.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, then maybe they wouldn't. But, yeah, I think most of the black...
am I a dick for thinking that's funny?
No, not at all, dude.
I think
No, you would have been a dick if you're like, you know what, dude? All black people smell like onions.
No, that's most white people.
Dude, fucking cocoa butter smells good.
Yeah, I do like the smell of cocoa
White
butter.
people have the worst body odor, I think, out of any race.
And it's a specific type of white people. It's either hippies that don't take care of themselves, or it's overtly obese people.
Yeah. Well, I'll throw in two more. Like,
okay,
blue collar, hard worker, lanky people, like lanky white dudes that wear flannels.
Yeah.
They fucking
nice.
Awful. And then, I mean, I guess all homeless people, like most of them aren't. They don't have the resources, really.
Well, that goes without saying, but, yeah, there's someone that comes in to our work a lot, like they're a regular, and just immediately you fucking get that whiff of just straight onions, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, Shrek,
I
get
think
the fuck out of here. God.
In Fight Club, like the book.
Uh-huh.
The book. Fucking, I hate that. I hate it when people do that, and I do it all the time.
I do it all the time.
But he writes like, like they're fighting in the basement or whatever. The sweat smells like fried chicken. And ever since I heard that, like BO, if it's not crazy extreme, it smells like fried chicken. And now I smell fried chicken, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Could that also be like a placebo effect though? Like
you
that just have that in your head?
Yeah, that could be it. I think onions is probably the most common, right?
Yeah, because I mean, it's a pungent smell, and onions have that pungent smell.
Oh, dude, I was thinking the other day, I'm glad we got into body odor somehow, because the other day, I think it was a couple days ago, I love like thinking about like the past, like how people lived before electricity, and then way before that, you know?
Yeah.
Before like even technology. Imagine how fucking bad everybody smelled in Greece, dude.
It's funny you say that, because I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah, closer. Not that close. Can't wait to have a guest on.
Give him this mic.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Well, it's better than giving him my fucking beer breath nasty mic.
That you've been fucking burping into.
But, dude, like, I think in ancient Greece, I mean, like, they would bathe, they had bathhouses, right? But that was, like, a luxury, mostly for the rich. But everyday class, they would save their urine and try to isolate ammonia out of the urine to wash their clothes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because it would get the clothes clean as fuck, right? But I mean,
I suppose, yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be a lingering pit, no matter how many times you rinse those clothes.
It's gonna have a piss smell.
Yeah, if you don't got soap, you're not getting piss smell out of anything.
I mean, to be fair, I think Greece also, and I could just be talking straight out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure Greece had an abundance of like lavender and shit that I'm sure they put into that.
like potpourri kind of shit all over them. That's true. They're like, let me mask this piss smell with a bunch of beautiful flowers.
I fucking would. I'd be so goddamn fucking self-conscious of like how I fucking smelt that I'd fucking do that.
Yeah, not if you had the body of a fucking Greek though, dude. You'd be like, I smell like shit, but I'm jacked.
That's fair. That's fair.
How come all their statues were jacked, dude? Even like the old people's statues, it's like they still have a minor six-pack and they're not fat at all.
Well, because I'm sure these fucking people that are getting statues made out of them have fucking money. And they're like, don't make me look like a fat shit.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm not going to fucking pay someone, the equivalency of $2 million for fucking make me look like a fat fuck.
I'm surprised there's not one rich fat guy, though, that's just like proud. He's like, fuck yeah,
I'm sure
fat.
there was.
He's just body positive, dude. And he's like, let's get it, dude. I'm going to need you to get the biggest piece of marble you could find.
Fucking... Yeah, because, I mean, I think there are, like, statues of, like, Socrates and fucking people like that I'm pretty sure they are, like, what they look like.
Yeah.
Old and not very fit. But, I mean, those kind of people, I don't think really gave a shit about what people thought of them. Obviously not, because they'd say what other people didn't think.
Two things. The first is when Spain sailed to North America. I mean, they were trying to go to India. They really fucked that up.
Yeah.
Landed, I think, in the Caribbean and then made their way to North America. They went into, like, modern-day Mexico, right? And they found Incas and Mayans, right? And then they did really awful shit to them for gold. But they were astonished that they'd find these fucking cities, dude. Cities of 100,000 people, right? And like the Incan and Mayan pyramids. So there was only like, I don't know, 6 tall buildings in all of the old world, right? Like Africa, Europe, Asia. Most of the shit was like fucking as high as a house. It was just like a shack, you know. Mm-hmm. But like a little bit bigger. But they showed up and they were like, what the fuck, dude? They have like giant temples. They have irrigation. They're like, how the fuck did these guys figure this out? And also, they had soap. They learned how to make soap.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I didn't know
without
that.
modern science. These motherfuckers smelt like shit still, dude. Like fucking these Spaniards come over all greasy, dude. Bunch of rats everywhere.
Greasy fucking Spanish people.
Smelling like piss. And not because they're washing their clothes, because they're pissing their pants on a boat.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, the other thing. Sorry, I went a little off subject there. Do you know Socrates never wrote any of his own shit down?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Socrates, like, he just preached his philosophies, right? Got him killed, whatever. Yeah. Most of the history, well, actually all of it, but most of it comes from
students and shit,
Plato,
right?
Yeah, and the rest of his students. And then like what's left of like Greek law that's like, hey, this guy's a fucking asshole. He's talking shit about us, dude. We gotta kill him, dude.
Dude, if I was one of his students, he'd be fucked. I fucking suck at taking notes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that was a requirement of Stoicism, dude. I don't think he's like, pay attention. You got to take notes. Where the fuck did you get paper?
It's a good fucking thing they did, though.
Yeah. But like in 300 BC, what are you taking notes on, you know?
Taking notes on fucking leaves
and
sand.
Shit. You're just, yes, sir.
Fucking just comes over, looks at your work, just... Nah, that ain't right. Do it again. Fucking just moves his foot over it.
He's like, that's not what I said at all, you dumb fuck. And then Plato, this fucking nerd over there, Plato, with his dumb... I imagine him with glasses and fucking tape on the fucking rim. He's just there with a fucking pen and a notebook and perfect writing. Socrates is like, you did so good. You're so good at this. Fuck Plato.
Oh, fuck. I don't
Shout out Western philosophy.
I don't know enough about fucking philosophy and shit to fucking talk shit about anybody, so I'll just take your word for it.
Oh, no, Plato's great, dude. I shouldn't talk, like, in the philosophy realm, great. Historically, kind of a pussy. He was no Socrates, you know.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, I had to tell you about what happened yesterday. What I text you.
Okay, yeah.
I'll just set the scene real quick. My girlfriend's little brother has been staying over for spring break.
Yeah.
So he's came over. Yesterday was the last day he's going to be over. And I have to cook dinner before my girlfriend gets home from work. So I'm like, hey, you want to go with me to the store after I finish working out? Sure. I fucking put in like an hour 30 of working out because he was supposed to be home. He wasn't home yet. There we go. And
Been working on that one.
Trying to get it out for I don't know how to burp on command. It sucks.
I don't
dude.
either, dude.
I have to just wait for it to hurt me.
Yeah.
Then it wiggles out.
Well, dude, in the last couple days, I've been trying to fucking like get them out, and they'll stay fucking right here, and it
That
sucks.
sucks, dude.
I
You
don't
need
understand.
to like have your girlfriend just bang on your back like a baby.
Fuck that, dude. I'll just choke.
You'll just die because of a burp inside you. But yeah, we're finished the workout, shower. We're going to the store. I feel great, dude. Took a cold shower. I'm like, fuck yeah, me and my little brother, we're gonna go get blah blah blah, get some snacks. Walk in. There's a lady sampling wine, right?
Okay.
So I like stop. There's a couple of the wines I never tried from New Mexico, so I take like 2 sips of wine or whatever, and they're selling our brands from the store, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my boss he co-owns this company that makes these, and we start talking, dude. It ends up being like a 3-minute talk, 4 minutes, and like at minute 3, I just start fucking sweating, dude. Like a sweat breaks, and I'm like, okay. Bye, miss. Like, I had to wrap that shit up, dude. And, like, I start sweating way worse while we're going through the store. So I'm like, let's grab our shit. Do you want snacks? He's like, no. We grab some drinks. And then I'm probably just, like, dehydrated or some shit. So, like, I'm like, all right, I'll slam a coconut water in the store. So I'm slamming this coconut water. We go, pay. By the time we're out of the store, just drenched in sweat, dude.
Dude, what the fuck?
And again, this was just, hadn't done nothing, hadn't drank, didn't do any drugs. Going to the grocery store, we get outside and I'm like, oh, thank God, fresh air. Then we get in the car, we're in the fucking car. I'm like joking with my little brother and I'm like, oh, we're back to safety, you know? Like I'm not losing my shit.
Yeah.
And we turn the road and we're going up to Paseo and like there's this spot coming to my house where like there's a bunch of traffic that lines up, right? Like backs the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I start getting nauseous, dude. And I start getting like, you know how your mouth starts watering?
Salivating.
Yeah. So I start getting that. So I start going. And we're pulling up to like the end of the traffic in this traffic jam. And my little brother looks at me and he's like, so I'm just going to let you know, if you're going to throw up, don't throw up on me. And like that, dude, I open the door. I'm in the driver's side, and I just projectile vomit, just like water basically, out of the fucking car. Just, and then like the first wave quits, and I'm still like nauseous, and like traffic is still moving. So I'm like looking, trying to scoot up a car thing. As soon as I finish the first one, I look at him, I'm like, I got you, dog. And I'm still driving. So I'm like fucking heel toeing my way to the next car, trying to stop because I don't want to fucking hit a car while I'm throwing up, right? And then boom, second one hits me. I fucking puke for like 30 seconds, dude, just out this car. And the whole time I'm watching traffic and just inching my car to traffic. And then I get up. And I fucking close the door and I feel so much better. Like there's napkins in my car, I grab napkins and I start cleaning myself up. And then I like realize that I'm in traffic, right? So there's like a car behind me. And they probably see this car like stopping behind, like way fucking 3 car lengths behind this car. And they're probably like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Until they see me throwing up out the car. And the whole time, beautiful Frank Ocean is playing on the radio. So Frank Ocean is playing, and I'm just throwing up out the car. Then I look in my rear view to like see, because I assume at this point, if you see somebody throwing up, opening their door wide open in traffic and just, then you're going to call the cops. So I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, are they going to call the cops or something? I'm looking in the rear view. Again, Frank Ocean still on the thing. and the lady that's in the passenger side is holding up her phone, and she's fucking recording me, dude.
No
She's just
way.
recording me.
No fucking way.
Projectile vomit out of this car. And like, my car is little, it's low.
Yeah.
They're in an SUV, so they can probably see perfectly.
Dude,
what
you're
I'm
about to
doing.
be fucking TikTok
I
famous.
know. As soon as I told my girlfriend in the store, I'm like, so if you see any fucking TikToks of me throwing up, and the whole thing plays out, and then me and her little brother, we just start laughing. Because the whole time, he just sat like this, like calm. Like nothing was happening. He wasn't even warning me about traffic, dude. He was just sitting there, vibing. And I'm throwing up violently out the side of the car.
Jesus.
And I'm like, dude, fucking, I'm glad it was you. And thanks for keeping your composure. And then he tells me, he's like, yeah, I couldn't think about it too hard, or I would have started throwing up. Man, like, me and a teenage boy start throwing up out of each sides of the fucking car, dude. Yeah, but that was the fucking puke thing that happened to me. It sucked.
Holy fuck.
And I think, didn't I tell you this happened another time?
Yeah.
I hate throwing up, dude.
Dude, and it's funny because you go on and on about like how much you don't throw up, but almost every fucking episode of this podcast has had a different story of you throwing up.
That's what sucks, dude. Is like years, fucking 5-6 years not throwing up.
See, that's why it fucking built up.
So much so, like I was like frightful of throwing up because I throw up so hard that it hurts.
Yeah.
So when I do feel the throw up thing, I talk myself down, and then I don't have to throw up, and eventually I settle.
Yeah.
But second time this has happened, dude, and it was the last time was from working out too hard too, and I projectile vomited in my fucking recycling
Jesus
box.
Christ, dude, well, chill out, man.
No, fuck that, dude.
Chill the fuck out.
Fuck that, dude. Who's gonna carry the boats?
Fucking can't carry the boats if you're just fucking throwing up the whole
dude.
fucking
People do.
time.
People do. I'm telling you,
Okay.
I'd highly recommend you read
Fucking
"Can't Hurt
psychopath.
Me" by David Goggins.
Fucking
It's the best. He's the best.
Jesus Christ, dude.
What else was I gonna tell you that? Oh, I wrote down all the open mics in the city
Oh, did you?
and what days they're open, dude. So you ready to do this?
No.
Come on, don't be a bitch. You said you would already.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
can't
know.
puss out, dude.
I guess.
I guess. And you already have material, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that got me fucking kicked out of someplace already.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe it'll go better, dude. Maybe
Okay.
Maybe you just weren't hitting the punchlines correctly.
No, dude, that was the thing, is I'd done it twice before, and it fucking killed. But that third time, people were just like, no, fuck that shit. I don't like that one bit. Bye.
Well, they're also... Dude, the comedy club that you went to, which I think is like the longest ongoing comedy club in Albuquerque, they're a bunch of pussies if they kicked you out, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little bit of a bigger scene now. We'll just go, I'll fucking eat shit, just eat a bag of dicks, try to be funny, and then get sad because I'm like, oh, that's one of my best traits, but then the audience hates me. And you go and you get a couple laughs and you're like, I can still do this.
I guess. I don't know. Nerve-wracking.
It's hard to... Oh, go ahead.
Well, this is all I was going to say is I've been performing, like doing shit for years since I was like 8. Like singing, fucking stage acting.
So you don't have any stage fright anymore, right?
I do.
Oh, you do?
That's the problem, is I've been doing this for years, and I've never once not gotten stage fright.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible. I don't know how people don't get stage fright. It's
Yeah.
just, it's so fucking... I don't know. Just the thought of, like, people not liking what I'm doing and fucking just booing the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah.
Is just my world's biggest fucking fear.
Well, I also think, like with stand-up specifically, I mean, I guess music too, is like, if you've been on the stage 1,000 times, it's so much less fright than it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you start bombing, and then you're like, fuck. But, I mean, it's like, it probably goes down. I was on the stage one time, dude, performing hip-hop in front of like 40 people. And I was so fucking nervous. I was so scared. Me and my cousin were rehearsing. We're not a group or anything. He's just doing his shit. I'm doing mine. And like an idiot, I knew this event was coming up. It was like on what is that? New Year's?
Oh, okay.
So I was like, yeah, I should probably rehearse. Nah, put it off. And then it's like 3 hours before the show, and I'm like, come over, dude. I got to rehearse. So we rehearse, and I'm like, what should I wear? Am I fucking fat? Do I look retarded? Like, I'm so nervous, dude.
Yeah.
And then we get there, and like, it's just a bunch of local people that fucking rap, and 80% of them fucking suck.
Yeah.
So by the time it's time to like go on stage, I had such bad nerves, dude, that I just ended up getting drunk as fuck. Got on stage, killed the first 2 songs, third and last song, halfway through forgot my lyrics, just started freestyling, dude.
Yeah.
Freestyled the rest of the track. Everybody was hyped. Still, everybody was all excited.
Nice.
And then I got off stage, and I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, I fucking suck. I forgot my own lyrics. How do you forget your own lyrics? I wrote them. But, yeah, so I guess maybe 20 more times, and I'll be less scared.
Yeah.
And you weren't even, like, I mean, you weren't of drinking age until recently, right? Like, past few years.
I wasn't drinking when I did that.
See, that's crazy, dude. I couldn't imagine being like just scared as shit, and there's nothing to help it. You just have to go out there on your own.
Well, it also kind of helped that I was... No, it didn't help. It kind of made it worse. That I was the youngest that was doing that shit.
Yeah.
Those times. And I was just like... In my mind, I was just hoping people would just fucking give me pity laughs just because I'm fucking young.
Yeah,
and I don't want to just ruin this fucking kid's fucking life.
That's true.
That fucking third night, nobody gave a fuck.
Well,
nobody
how old were you when you got fucking
20.
86 from there? 20?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I watch this one podcast where they do 1 minute open mic, right? But it's like professional comedians on the line.
Yeah.
And they let this dude do 1 minute. And when people eat shit, they're so fucking mean to him. In like a funny way, you know? And there's some people that could really roll with the punches. And then the interview, like, because they interview him afterwards, if you could take, like, what they're saying and just be a good sport, it's funny as shit. They end up liking you. Yeah. Like, they're like, keep trying. They give you real advice. But if you're a douchebag and you try to keep defending yourself and interrupting, they just tear you to shreds, dude. And I couldn't imagine, like, some of your favorite comedians ever. You just eat shit. You already bomb. And then they make fun of you bombing, and you're like, I swear I'm better than this. And they're like, you fucking suck. Go kill yourself.
I probably would. Yeah. Fuck that.
That night is probably a hard night to go home, dude.
I couldn't imagine the fucking... Just the shame I'd feel. I mean, to be fair, most of my favorite comedians are dead, so... Yeah. That'd be kind of hard to fucking get them to shit on me, but... Yeah. If they somehow did... And they were just all like, yeah, you are so unfunny that it's funny. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, all right. And then I'd go home and fucking slip my wrist.
It's such a harsh reality, dude. Because especially if you think you're funny, and then professional funny man is like, you fucking suck at this. You should give up. And you're like, what am I even here for?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like, so with me and my friends, we all think we're funny. Yeah. But we're funny to each other. Yeah. Out in the fucking real world, I don't think we're actually that funny.
See, that's what's weird about, like, stand-up in general, right? Is, like, you're funny with you. I'm sure everybody, like, every single human, unless they're fucking our former co-worker there, has been funny somewhere. Yeah. Somewhere in their life. They've made people laugh, right? Like... That's the thing, is like you're making fucking either normies laugh or your friend group that kind of has the same amount of... So it's kind of in a vacuum, right? Yeah. when you're trying to make 100 people laugh, I can't even imagine, dude.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's going to be multiple people in that audience that don't find you funny once that night.
Yeah.
But the thing is you're trying to get the majority of those people to laugh.
Well, I think, see, like, even if you got a few laughs, like, if it was 100 people and you got 5 people laughing, you're like, okay, there was funny there. If you get silence, dude,
oh, yeah,
that would be just crickets, and you're like, I hate this. 5 minutes of just not doing good.
Yeah, and the thing is I've fucking been there.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I was what, like fucking, I think 10, and I tried doing this like open mic night thing, and I was trying to fucking...
Like at school, or what was this?
This was for, it was a thing called AMTC when it was around. It was Actors, Models, and Talent for Christ, and it was one of those pyramid scam things where they like preyed on kids and shit.
Yeah.
And made your parents pay like $7,000
Yeah, dude,
for
see
nothing.
how good Christians are being criminals, dude? They're like, we gotta fuck these kids and we take the money.
Yeah, they're really good at it. They're really
good.
fucking good at it. But anyways, you could go and do like 3 or 4 events. And I fucked up because I didn't do one singing one, and I was really good at singing. I did improv, stand-up comedy, comedic acting on camera.
Okay.
Those are the 3 things I did. And for the first couple months, it took like a year for the whole thing to be done. You would go to whatever hub you were in, which mine just happened to be Denver, Colorado. So me and my dad and my mom, we'd drive up there. We'd spend a weekend out there. I would do the 3 fucking events that I was set to do.
Yeah.
And I did really good at the improv. I did good at the comedic acting. I ate shit on the stand-up. And I did that because what I had was just not fucking funny.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was a horrible fucking story. It was made up. And I just like, I had keywords in there that I thought people would laugh at, and they fucking didn't.
Yeah.
So I was fucking up there. Most embarrassing fucking time of my life. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Dog shit. I hated it.
That's like with the storytelling. It seems very hard, but that's what I make people laugh at most. Except my stories are like, fucking 2 to 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
You can't really. That's not. There's a different way to do it in stand-up, right?
Yeah.
If it's that long of a story, but like I'll come up with great premises, and I'll be like, okay, cool. Here's the premise. Here's the punchline, and then I just put in all this bullshit that like it's not funny.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be like hit a punchline everywhere into the like make it funny throughout the story to get to the punchline. You know.
Well, and another thing is the style of comedy that I want to do is black humor. And not like the race. I'm talking about like really offensive fucking
like Def Jam comedy kind of shit.
Yeah, I want people, when they hear my comedy, I want them to like look around the room and make sure they're fine to laugh. Otherwise, they're getting fucking canceled. Some shit like that.
You just want to be Bernie Mac. You're like, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, pretty much. I want people to feel uncomfortable when they hear my comedy, but I want them to laugh because it's fucking funny. See, my whole thing with comedy and the whole reason I wanted to do it was because it was anything you wanted to fucking say. Like anything you thought was funny, you fucking say it.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's getting kind of hard because people are canceling people over fucking everything.
It's coming back around, dude.
I hope so.
I don't think we got to worry about that. I think the problem is just you have to do it. And it's hard to do.
Yeah, well, you have to do it in a funny way. Otherwise, people are just going to be like, wow, you're just a fucking piece of shit.
Well, I mean, even if, if the base is there, if you know you can be funny, it's just going and putting in the reps, right?
Yeah.
And, eventually you'd figure a bit out somehow. But the thought of 5 fucking minutes?
Yeah.
I've never been funny for 5 minutes in my whole life, dude. I don't think.
Dude, and these fucking professionals out here doing it for an hour, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't see how the fuck I'm going to ever get to the point where I can be that funny for that long of a time.
Well, let's do an open mic.
Okay.
All right. You heard it here first. He agreed. Now he has to.
Yeah, I'll throw in some of my impressions and shit, and I'll try and work them in there.
All right, son. Before we get too deep in the shit, where it's completely uninteresting as it already is, do you want to fucking do the tier list?
Yep.
Alrighty. This week, we're going to do top 5 movies. Any fucking genre, just top 5 movies. And I didn't write mine down, so Rory's going to go first.
So, my top 5 are going to be all over the fucking place, for one. Just because my fucking, style of movies I like is so fucking skewed. But, number 5, starting us off with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the first one.
Okay.
I swear to God, I've seen that movie, I think, maybe 15 fucking times. Love it. It's got fucking adult humor. It's got fucking great fucking music.
Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, Goofy Goobers, fucking Goofy Goober rock. And the fucking story's kind of sick.
I can't remember it all that well. I seen it in theaters in 6th grade. And
Well,
I thought it was
go watch it.
the best thing ever.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, fucking SpongeBob was killing it that time, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My number 5, I guess I'm just going to spout favorite. I know what my number 1 is. I don't know what any of the other, where to put them.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm going to go with Snatch. Have you ever seen Snatch by, what the fuck is his name? Guy Ritchie. He's a English director, writer.
Okay. I haven't seen it, but I know which movie you're talking about.
Dude, you gotta see Snatch, because the way that it, that it all fits together is amazing. Because there's 4 different storylines going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And they all intersect, and you get to see them all subjectively, right?
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt's character in there is the fucking best, because he's like an Irish gypsy, like a bale knuckle boxer. And they hire him to fight some champion dude, this big old motherfucker. And he's supposed to throw the fight. And he does not throw the fight, and it fucks up everything, dude. But then it all just comes back around into being an awesome, the same way Ocean's 11, kind of at the end, you're like, oh, okay. You see it all come together.
Yeah. I like Guy Ritchie. I like, if I'm thinking of the same fucking guy, he did the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, the newer ones?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
I think that's him. I could just be fucking talking shit.
He did Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. And then one about soccer gangs. Did you ever see it? It's a newer one. It's called The Gentleman.
The Gentleman. I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, clips of it. That's how I decided to watch it. It's pretty good. It's corny. Compared to Snatch, it's corny, but it's fucking awesome.
I've seen the scene where Colin Farrell is in some restaurant and he beats the fuck out of some kids because they tried and robbed the place.
Yeah, I think that's actually... Isn't that Snatch? I don't know.
No,
I can't
because
remember.
it's newer.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, my 4th movie... It's going to be another fucking kids movie, but I fucking love this movie. It's Rango.
Oh, I fucking love Rango.
God, dude, I saw that movie in theaters 5, 6 fucking times. First of all, for a fucking kids movie, well fucking written, well directed, well acted, well animated, fucking every part of that movie, fantastic.
I love the nods it gives to the audience too, about there's the whole fucking kind of cry wolf thing. Lion. And then there's also a reference to fucking Fear and Loathing to Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah. And that movie is fucking amazing, dude. That one's great. The last time I seen that movie, me and my buddy that I made music with, we did like a gram of mushrooms, and first we watched fucking Blade Runner, dude. Which,
oh my God.
The first one, which is such an intense movie to watch while you're tripping balls. And I'm just like drawing, like we put out like a single, and I'm like drawing the cover art for the single and looking up like, what is going on? Harrison Ford is scary. Everything is scary. Then we watched Rango, and it was like the perfect time. It was like, oh, this is chill, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Rango, why are you lying, dude? You should never lie. Don't trip and watch movies. It fucks up movies, dude. For my number 4. All right, yeah, I'll do this one. This is like one of my favorite movies ever when I was a kid, and to this day is Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy. You know, I haven't fucking seen that movie,
dude.
and it's funny because I've seen That's My Boy, which apparently is in the same universe as that movie.
Yeah, it is, I think. It's so fucking stupid. It's got Nick Swartzen. I can't remember the main guy's name.
Oh.
He's like in all, like, he's in a lot of Sandler movies.
Yeah.
But the whole premise is like the dude, has a roommate. They're just dumb stoners. The main character is like a video game designer. The other one is whatever. And he's been paying rent the whole time. And then they get evicted one day. And his fucking roommate was spending all his money on prostitutes.
What the
So
fuck?
they get evicted, and the only place he has to go is to his grandma's house.
Yeah.
So he has to live at his grandma's and work his job. And yeah, it's, dude, Nick Swartzen in that. You know Nick Swartzen?
Yeah, I fucking love
He's
Nick Swartzen.
So fucking funny. It's amazing.
Dude, he's funny in anything he's in. And I'm pretty sure in every movie I've seen him in, he's my favorite fucking character in that movie.
Oh, yeah. He's ridiculous.
He's hilarious, dude.
But, yeah, Grandma's Boy. I still think of Grandma's Boy's references all the time.
Really?
Haven't seen that movie in fucking 10 years.
I have to watch that movie.
Dude,
I'm so surprised I haven't yet.
if you like the Happy Gilmore Productions type of shit, you'll love this movie, dude. It's so good.
Fair. I'll
Or
fucking
you'll
check it out.
absolutely hate it. It's definitely.
I think I'll love it.
It's
I
a
think I'll
stoner
love
comedy. It's fun though.
it. Let's see. My third. I'm gonna have to go with Jason X.
The one in space.
Yes.
What the
Bro,
fuck, dude?
Okay, alright. Hear me the fuck out right now. First of all, yes, wild fucking plot. I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like it for the plot. I like it because Jason in that is fucking badass, dude. That is the coolest fucking horror movie villain ever.
Dude,
Coolest fucking motherfucker.
no offense, but the whole Jason catalog is gay as fuck.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Dude, I think it was Jason X is ridiculous too, but at least like it's self-aware that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it was like Jason 4, one of them. Like they go back to the city or whatever, and Jason's still following them, and they end up on a rooftop.
Oh, you're
and
talking about Jason Takes Manhattan?
I guess so. Yeah. And the black kid is like squares up with him.
Yeah,
like
and
he's gonna
fucking Jason punches his head off.
Yeah, like he's gonna
Yeah.
fuck up. That's such.
I don't give a fuck what you say about those movies. That is probably one of my favorite horror, like, fucking series. I fucking love the Jason movies. But Jason X takes the cake because Uber Jason is fucking sick. The fucking machete alone is cool as fuck. It has one of the coolest fucking kills where he fucking cryogenically freezes a lady's face and then just smashes it on a fucking table. It's fucking awesome. I love that movie.
For number 3, before I do number 3, I have to give an honorable mention. I
Okay.
guess it would be tied. Because again, I just love a lot of fucking movies.
Uh-huh.
Which I don't watch a lot of movies, but the ones I like, I have very specific tastes.
Fair.
But it is a French kind of artsy film called Enter the Void. Have you ever seen that?
I have not. I haven't even heard of that.
It is so fucking weird. Like, very interesting CGI, but the whole thing is like, it's some dude in his 20s that lives in Japan, and he's interested in like death and all this shit, and he sells DMT. Like he's just a drug dealer, right?
Okay.
And one of the first scenes is he's smoking DMT in his bedroom, and it's first perspective, so you're in his eyes.
Oh.
Like so, he answers the phone or whatever,
Uh-huh.
gets off the phone, takes a hit of DMT, and the camera like pans up and into the ceiling, and then just turns into DMT world. And then the next scene is like his sister comes over and he talks to his sister. Then some dude he's friends with, another expat, because they're in Japan, right? Mm-hmm. Another expat comes over. They shoot the shit. They're talking about the Book of the Dead. And then he sells to this one kid that's like his friend, right? And he's been fucking this kid's mom. And the kid's mom is married. And he's fucking this kid's mom. The kid somehow finds out about it, right? And he hates him, right? Because this is like, I don't know, some 17-year-old or some shit.
Yeah.
That he's been selling DMT to, like a douchebag. Uh-huh. And so the kid finds out about it. He sets up a sting operation to catch him, and they go to like some club, right? Like it's beautiful because it's all in Japan, so it's like these crazy lights and everything. It looks very like Blade Runner-esque.
Yeah.
And the cops show up, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And you're still in his eyes, like when he goes to do this. And he runs to the bathroom. He gets in the bathroom, and the cops are like, "Get out! Get out!" And he's like, "Don't come in here!" And he's flushing all the DMT down the fucking toilet. And the cops shoot through the door, dude. And they fucking kill him. And he dies. Shit. And then the rest of the story starts happening. And the story unfolds, like, all the characters that were involved, it goes through, like, each of what happens to them. And then somehow at the end, it ends up being this crazy story about reincarnation.
What the fuck?
It's hella uncomfortable. It's amazing, though. But for my number 3, I'm going to go with Midsommar.
Midsommar?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's funny you say that.
I knew it was going to be on your list, too, because the director.
It's not, but...
Dude, Midsommar, when I first seen that movie, I think most horror movies are fucking corny.
Yeah.
I think they suck.
Okay.
That movie, even though it didn't scare me, like they captured so much shit. Like when she does mushrooms, right? Mm-hmm. And like all the subtle thing, like she's freaking out in her head psychologically, right? Thinking about all the trauma and all that. But in the background, when shit's very slightly
all
moving,
the faces and shit.
Like shit is just warping. That's exactly what it's like when you're doing mushrooms, because you're not like hallucinating fucking whatever, you know, like a fucking fairy or something. It's always like subtle distortions in reality.
Mm-hmm. It's funny you say that, because my second choice.
But we're on the third. Oh yeah, I get it.
I'm on my second.
Yeah, I remember.
Hereditary. And I saw Hereditary in theaters like 2 or 3 times. But the biggest reason I like it is because, one, the way they marketed the movie, they made the little girl out to be the main character.
Yeah,
the movie revolved around her.
I remember the previews too. Like that's what they made it look like.
And then like 20 minutes into the movie, they fucking kill that bitch. Like in the most horrendous fucking way possible. I kid you not, no movie has ever made me do this. I fucking sat in my chair, like hands on my fucking head, for like 10 minutes after that. Just fucking unbelievable what I just fucking seen. And then Toni Collette, the mom, wonderful fucking actress, amazing fucking actress. Just the scream that happens like not even 2 minutes after that, just fucking blood curdling. I get chills every time I fucking watch that movie because of her.
Dude, I need to watch all of it. I've seen it in clips.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
you gotta watch that.
I know the scene or whatever, like what happens, and then I know some of the rest of the story. But
yeah,
like if it's by the same fucking director,
Ari
it's gonna
Aster,
be amazing.
He has 2 fucking movies, Hereditary and Midsommar. Both of them fucking amazing. I didn't like Midsommar as much, But I can see the argument behind it because the imagery in it is fucking fantastic. And 2, just the story behind it, it takes like 2 or 3 times to really understand what's going on, which is pretty fucking sick.
Dude, we're going to have to do a part 2 of this. All right?
Okay.
Like, next time we'll do another one because I realize I'm getting to number 2 and like fucking 10 more movies popped in my head.
Yeah, fair enough.
But for number 2, and this one's on the lower side, I don't know where it'd rank, but when I was a late teenager, like 19, and I seen this movie, I thought it was the coolest shit ever, but it's SLC Punk. Have you ever seen SLC Punk?
I haven't even heard of that.
It's got the motherfucker that plays Shaggy.
Oh, Matthew Lillard? Oh,
yeah.
It's the one where he has the blue hair.
Yeah, he has blue hair. Well, there's a few different scenes, but it's so interesting. And the way it's directed, it's very narrative, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like you get to see scenes, but you're actually kind of listening to Matthew Lillard, right? Who's the main character. Him narrate behind the scenes, right? I see. Like what's going on through his head, what the setting is, and things like that, and then it'll show the scene, and yeah, dude, it's just fucking awesome. I remember like the very first scene is like they're talking about punk rock or something stupid, and they were talking about like the inner dynamics of Salt Lake City and how like the punk rock scene works, and they're like, and we fucking hated cowboys or blah blah blah. And, like, the scene that it zooms into, it shows them, like, sneaking behind a car and seeing cowboys partying. And they beat the fuck out of them with pipes and run off. And then it's like, in America? Well, fuck America. And I used to write that on my binder all the time.
Nice.
As a fucking high schooler.
That's fucking sick.
I guess I must have seen it when I was, like, 17. But, yeah, that movie, I thought it was so sick. Especially when you're a 17-year-old anarchist, you're like, yeah, fuck America. And you're like, oh, it's actually way more complex than that.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie, but I have seen bits and pieces, and from what I've seen, it is pretty good.
A lot of it movie. Is, now that I'm an adult, it's pretty corny, but the movie itself still stands good. Like, the storytelling's awesome. The way they did it is awesome. It's just some of it. You're like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Fair enough. Fuck, number one movie.
Just do your favorite movie, and then next week we'll just spout off 5 movies that we still like.
Okay. My favorite movie.
You can't think of your
favorite. Dude, I'm a movie buff, so I love a ton of fucking movies, but I'll say my favorite movie of all fucking time is probably Boondock Saints.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah.
For thee, my lord, for thee. That's a great fucking movie. It's so funny that you said that, too, because I just heard a reference to this movie. Me and Homeboy were talking about this movie at the job site the other day, and we talked about the scene where the detective...
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe. Mm-hmm. Where he's like, there was a firefight.
Yeah.
And he just starts popping off rounds. And then today they reference that same thing. And now here we are.
Yeah. First of all, I'm fucking, Irish. Fucking obviously.
If you couldn't tell.
But first of all, just the fucking cinematography, the way the story unfolds in the movie. Because, most movies, they have what happens, then the investigation, then, that's how the fucking movie goes. But in this, they show all the dead bodies, and then, Willem Dafoe, the detective and whatever, he's talking about what happened, and then as he's talking about it, then they show the fucking, actual part.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sick, and I don't think it had ever been done until then. And
that same type of storytelling, where the way they use that as a plot very M. Night Shyamalan kind of,
Yeah.
stuff is happening without, like, first they show you the end scene and then they actually cut into what happened.
Yeah.
That's the same with SLC Punk. So, like, you'll get a lot of background and then you'll hear, like, what happens afterwards.
I see.
But yeah, go ahead.
The soundtrack to this day, I fucking listen to that in the car or, at home sometimes.
Weren't the Dropkick Murphys in that soundtrack?
They weren't.
Oh, fuck.
They were not.
You said Irish and I was like, they are.
Yeah. First of all, the fucking song, I know it by name, and it's The Blood of Cachulian 2000. Fucking most amazing song I've ever fucking heard. Love that song. But yeah, the fucking writing, the action, the characters, just every fucking bit of that movie is just amazing.
Dude, it is a great fucking movie.
It is.
Like, the first job, that's one of my favorite scenes of all time.
Yep.
Like, how stoked they are, and they're like, this is exactly how it's going to go. And they have it planned to a T. Everything just
Everything
fucks
goes
up,
wrong.
and then they just wait. They fucking waste like 10 dudes.
Yeah.
He's hanging upside down. It's the best, dude.
Fucking amazing movie.
It's fun because there's so much humor in it. Oh, and the one thing I quote from there all the time is when the dude goes into the bar that's unwelcome, and the old man is like, he asks him a question, he answers, and then he's like, well, why don't you make like a tree?
And get the fuck out of my bar.
Why don't you make like a tree and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. No, fucking amazing.
I know my number one for sure, undoubtedly, Trainspotting. And
Okay.
Have you seen Trainspotting?
I've seen most of it.
I should kill you right now. You need to watch the whole movie, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's, from what I've seen, it's really fucking good.
It's so fucking good. It was a book written by Irvin Welsh, which I've tried to read the book before. It's all in like Scottish, whatever, like dialect.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this thing saying? But the movie, that was another movie like I discovered around the same time as SLC Punk, maybe a tiny bit later. But like the whole story of it, like the end moral is like hope within hopelessness, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Renton and his buddies are all a bunch of fuck ups. They're all addicted to heroin. One of their friends dies. One of their friends is a legit psychopath.
Yeah.
His best friend neglected his baby to the point where the baby died. And then, like, the very last scene, I'm getting chills thinking about the very last scene, dude, is they sell like a kilo of heroin. I think they get enough to where it's like, I don't know how money worked in the 90s, but they had like 5,000 pounds each or something.
Jesus.
Which was like a significant amount of money for that time. And they're sitting at a bar and they're all talking about it. They're like, what are you going to do with the money? And they're all going through it. And, everybody has their own little thing of what they're going to do. This one of the guys jokes, like, oh, I'm just going to take all the money and run. And the psychopath is like, he laughs. They all laugh. They're drinking. And he's like, I'd fucking kill you if you did that, right? And they still laugh, right? They move on. They go to the hotel room because they got to get like a fucking train back to wherever.
Yeah.
And they go to the hotel room and like they get fucked up that night, right? So everybody's passed out. And the main character, Renton, he wakes up early morning, like 4 a.m. or whatever. And this song called Born Slippy by the Underworld starts playing.
Okay.
And he goes to the sink and he pours himself a cup of water. He drinks a cup of water and he splashes his face. And he's just looking in the mirror and you're just looking at him and the mirror, right? Like both back and forth. And like has a memory of his friend, like all of his friends basically.
Okay.
And he looks at the money and he fucking grabs the money, dude. And he walks out of there. and he just leaves. And the last part, like the most famous part of that movie, probably is Choose Life. So there's this long old rant about like choose life. It was like, I guess in, Scotland or whatever. It was an anti-drug ad, right? This whole choose life thing. It was like Dare here,
Oh,
so they
I got
used to tell you like choose life, but it's like choose life, and he has this big ass rant. He's like, choose the big screen TV, choose this, choose fucking staying together with somebody you hate for 30 years, and that's in the middle of the movie. And then at the end, it shows him walking across the bridge, smiling, and it's the same kind of rant, like the choose life rant. And he's like, I want the wife, I want the big screen TV, I want children, I want a 9 to 5, and he's just walking across a bridge, like leaving. And that's the end of the fucking movie, dude.
Oh, damn.
It's amazing.
And so did he take all of their money? Or
all
just
the money.
So all their portions too?
That's the thing is, in the book, I never read the book still, but I know he took all the money. In the movie, Spud, who's like the most addicted, he's like the most buffoon out of all of them. Right?
Yeah.
He's a complete fuck up. He shits the bed somewhere in the movie. Like, literally shits the bed.
Okay.
In the movie, he leaves $2,000 in Spud's safety deposit box.
I see.
Yeah. And then he just walks across the bridge and starts a new life.
Jesus.
And then, dude, I had no idea for years. It's like 2018 or something. I find out there's a Trainspotting 2.
Oh, yeah. It just came out not too long ago.
It came out in 2016.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is going to suck. Because I heard about SLC Punk 2. And it's like, it's not the same cast, blah, blah, blah. And then I hear, it's all the fucking same cast.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's the same people.
It's everybody, and it's literally, like in real life, it's 20 years later. And in the movie, it's fucking 20 years later, dude. And equally as amazing. And it ties up every loose end, dude. Like, I don't want to ruin it. You should watch them both.
All right.
The second one makes me so fucking happy. Because it's very full circle. Like, the first one's all about hope. The second one is more about, I guess, like, life kicks your ass, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes back to hope.
Damn.
It loops all the way around. It's amazing.
I'll have to check them out. But, yeah, I've been thinking about getting into those, especially the first one, for a while now. So I just got to fucking do it, man.
I think that, dude, I've never done heroin in my life. I have a soft spot for heroin addicts because of that movie.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I'm like, these are fucking people. You don't understand how hard it is. Never been addicted to heroin.
Fuck.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a longer one, I think. And here we go. Episode 6. Speaking to Mick. See you next time. Peace.